What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is the 13th episode of the series, and we start today's episode off with some player training here for Thierry Ambrose, JJ, Boga, and also our youth team goalkeeper AB as well. And as you can see too, to start the episode off, we do indeed sign two of our youth players. One of them is AB, and also one is Thomas Cabot, an attacking midfielder we have at the club as well. Both of those players said they've had enough of staying in the academy. They believe they are good enough to make the jump to the first team now. They want pro deals. We give them pro deals, and as you can see, Cabot accepts his contract straight away, but AB decides to wait for a few days. And as you can see right here, Cabot comes out of the academy as a 52 overall central attacking midfielder. And I'll be honest here, as you see the squad report, I want to talk about this really quickly, but I don't know whether you guys are the same here, but I've never really got on with the youth academy since FIFA 13. And I know that this year, due to the player training feature, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to develop your young players. We've been doing that with AB since he came in, and that's one example of how the player training feature is really good this year. But when players like Cabot come out of the academy at 52 overall, I kind of just look at them and think, you're probably not going to succeed here, because even though Paris FC, as you can see the squad report here, is full of not too great players right now, 52 overall is so low. It means that if he doesn't get any player training, I would say he's probably going to grow like 12, maybe 13 ratings in 3 or 4 years. And because in FIFA career mode, it only takes you a few years to turn a subpar team into an amazing team, that's not really enough growth for him to ever really make the step up to being one of the most important first team players in the squad, because by that time, in like 3 or 4 years time, we'll have a completely different Paris FC side. Our Paris FC team in 3 or 4 years should hopefully look really, really, really good for, good enough for a European competition, Europa League or Champions League. Being 65 overall at that stage, growing 12 or 13 ratings, that's not going to be good enough for the first team then. So when those players come out of the academy, like, I always think their potential could be okay and everything, and they could turn out to be alright, but I think their chances of succeeding are so slim. So whenever a player comes out with that low overall, I just think, well, you're probably not going to succeed. You may be a good squad player for us, but nothing other than that. But you never know, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, just like Ryan Talley did, and become one of the best players we have in our team. So we take on Bard Peronas for the first game of today's episode here. We started off really brightly in a top versus bottom clash in the league. We hit the woodwork twice in the opening 15 minutes. First Thiam and then Thierry Ambrose. But on the stroke of half time here, Ambrose would score once again and make it Paris FC 1, Bard Peronas 0. And he scores his first free kick goal in the series as well. He's only got 33 for free kick accuracy. But I am telling you something right now. I mean, first of all, what I'll tell you is that this is really poor goalkeeping. But I'll tell you right now, as Ambrose notches up his 30th goal of the season, L1 in circle is like the cheat button for free kick goals with players that don't have really high stats in that area. Because I swear, man, like seriously, last year it happened in Club and Country with David Concha scoring free kicks from a mile out when his free kick accuracy was pretty low. And it's happened this year as well. Nicholas scored one earlier on in the season as well. Ambrose scores here. His free kick accuracy is 33. 33, that's just absolutely terrible. Yet he's still able to do that. That is just ridiculous. But either way, we won the game by a goal to nil, thanks to Ambrose scoring his 30th goal of the season. Still, here is a look at AB stats as he does accept his pro deal here. 66 overall, has the exciting prospect tag as well. 6'4", 2-star skills as well. Ball rolls for days with our young goalkeeper possibly, and 2-star weak foot as well. That exciting prospect tag means his potential should be around 86 to 90 as well. So I'm really pleased with him. And again, I'm not too sure whether I will sell on our current goalkeeper to a new club next season, because I have been considering it. I've been thinking if AB comes out of the academy looking pretty good, 66 overall, yes, that is 8 ratings lower than our current goalkeeper, but I'm just thinking right now, he's our most expensive player right now, our goalkeeper, alongside Thierry Ambrose. We're not going to sell the latter. So if we want to make money next season and try and sign some more players, because let's be honest here, we're probably going to get a low budget next season, just like our budget for this season. If we want to sign some players next season, we need to sell one of our players really that could make us some money. Maybe sell our current goalkeeper, despite him playing fantastic football this season, and just use AB right out of the academy at 17 years old, make him our star goalkeeper for years to come, and try and cash in on our current goalkeeper we have right now. We'll have to wait and see. But still, we take on Soha for the second game of today's episode here. We would fall behind in the first half, and in the second half, we would equalise through Boga getting his second goal in League 2 this season. And it was also how the game would finish as well. Final score, Soha 1, Paris FC 1. So racing through the season a little bit right now as we come towards the end. Of course, in the last episode, if you missed that, we did already get confirmation we have won the league title in March. Now, of course, into April. And as things stand right now, it's a formality we're going up. It's a foregone conclusion we're going up. We know we're going up to the next tier of French football and the top tier of French football. So these games here in the league, obviously I don't want to simulate any of them, but as you can see, we're just racing through them really, really quickly, and therefore the highlights there are just the goals and maybe one or two more chances as well, just to try and speed through the season up a little bit. But either way, taking a knock there for the third game of today's episode here, the third of 5 games in today's episode. We may be guaranteed to be going up to the top tier of French football with a title, but we still want to make sure we can return to winning ways and stay undefeated in the league as well. And the first chance this game would fall just 11 minutes in. Vincent Perez found Thierry Ambrose, who got his 31st goal of the season there and opened the scoring to make it 1-0. And just a few minutes later here, the goal scorer in the last game turned provider for this one. Boga finds, guess who, Thierry Ambrose again, who once again goes through and once again puts it past the goalkeeper. So 2 goals up already, Ambrose with both of them. This guy is just an absolute monster as Boga gets another assist here and Ambrose finesses the ball into the top corner. So another goal, it's now 32 for our 19-year-old captain. And in the 26th minute here, Auxerre give the ball away. Thierry Ambrose robs it off Fontaine, and this was just a sign of what Ambrose has been doing all season. I mean, this is just ridiculous. He had 2 players he could have passed to there for a simple finish, but Ambrose beats the last man himself, just bundles the ball through, goes through one-on-one, and once again puts the ball into the back of the net. The guy is just unstoppable. Auxerre 0, Paris FC 3, and inside 28 minutes, Thierry Ambrose has notched up his 3rd hat-trick, or possibly 2nd hat-trick, no, I'm pretty sure his 3rd hat-trick of the season. He would have got his 4th goal here in the second half if the goal's a little bit wider. Sadly, his head hit the post and eventually Auxerre got the ball away. But either way, a hat-trick in this game in the first half an hour for Thierry Ambrose. Almost a 4th goal for him there. And in stoppage time, we would make it 4-0 to Paris FC. Ambrose may not have got his 4th goal, but Grange did score and make it 4-0 to Paris FC after our number 29 came off the bench. So final score, Auxerre 0, Paris FC 4. We return to winning ways with a resounding victory. Ambrose with another hat-trick. I don't know how many match balls he's going to claim during this series, but it's going to be quite a few of them. 4-0 the scoreline. Ambrose with a hat-trick. He's now got 34 goals in the season. 33 goals, sorry, I should say, in the season. Unbelievable stuff from Ambrose, and this is just getting absolutely... It's getting out of hand. I was going to say it's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand now. I'm losing track of the amount of goals Ambrose is scoring. It is just ridiculous. So we take on Stad Renee for the 4th game of today's episode here in the Coupe Nationale semi-final. So it's all smiles in the league, it's all laughs in the league. We're just having a bit of fun really. But in the Coupe Nationale, we're into the semi-finals here, and there's a chance of us possibly going all the way to the final as well in the first season. What an achievement that would be. But sadly for us, we wouldn't get off to the best of starts here in this game. It was a pretty nervy opening half an hour, not much really happened. But a few minutes later, Stad Renee would open the scoring here as they went down the left-hand side, swung the ball into the centre, and for some reason, JJ just allows Giovanni Show to get himself free, and the Ivorian volleys the ball past our goalkeeper from a few yards and does make it Stad Renee 1, Paris FC 0. So really poor marking there. I don't really think I can be blamed for that one, as that was the AI controlling him. But either way, Stad Renee 1, Paris FC 0, and the home side do take the lead. Bongong, we had a good chance to equalise there, but it was a great save by Costile. But sadly for us, just a few minutes after the restart here, the home side would double their lead, double their advantage, and it was the same man scoring again. The number 13 makes it Stad Renee 2, Paris FC 0. The Ivorian notching up for a 2nd time, and maybe that is going to be our cup dream over here as Stad Renee get a 2-goal cushion in this game. Once again, Bongong was denied by Costile here, but from the corner it was crossed in by Enzo Fernandez, and just watch this from our left back Pellenard. This is unreal. What a strike this was. You've seen a couple of nice goals from range from free kicks in this series already, but this goal by Pellenard has to be the goal of the season so far. The corner is headed away, he flicks the ball up with the left foot, and then from about 30 yards, or maybe 25 to 30 yards really, just smashes the ball on the left foot with the outside of it. So much swerve on it and so much power. It beats Costile, clips the inside of the far post, and what a goal that was to make it Stad Renee 2, Paris FC 1. But unfortunately for us, it may have been a wonder goal, but it is just a consolation for us because we couldn't get any more chances on the board, and we do lose the game by 2-1. So final score, Stad Renee 2, Paris FC 1. We lose for the first time since the Lyon game, so many months ago in the Coupe de Ligue, and unfortunately for us, this dream season with Paris FC is not going to have a fairy tale ending because we won't be going to the Coupe Nationale final. Stad Renee knock us out in the semi-finals, but either way, what a fantastic achievement just to get to the semi-finals, but unfortunately it does end there, and our dream of getting to the final in the Cup is all over in the semis. Still, for our fifth and final game of today's episode here, looking to remain undefeated in the league with just a few games to go, we would open the scoring in the 35th minute after Barmy made a really good save there, but Thierry Ambrose scores his second free kick goal in just a few games, and I'll say it again, the L1 and circle button, man, it's just a cheat button, it's just ridiculous. Don't think about lining the free kick up too much, just power it with the L1 and circle, put a bit of swerve to the left hand side if you're using a right footed player, and just hope for the best. I mean, this guy has 33 for free kick accuracy, yet he's doing that. Just unbelievable, and that is now goal number 34 for Thierry Ambrose. Unbelievable. Is he going to hit 35? Almost certainly now. Don't want to jinx it, but either way, it is his 34th for the season, and it's just been incredible. Still, in the 85th minute here, a good chance to make it 2-0. Ambrose looking for his second goal of the game, but it was a really good save by Scribe and turned behind for a corner, but it was how the game would finish. We win once again. There are just 3 league games to go. We know we've already won the title, but either way, we're ending the season so strongly with Paris FC, looking really good. Just extra motivation for next season, really. And although we may be disappointed to be going out to Coupe Nationale in the semi-finals, it's still been a fantastic season for us. AB, the U-team goalkeeper, has kept 2 clean sheets in 2 games. He's been looking really good early on, and as you can see, with just a few games to go now, 3 left, we've already guaranteed the title, but we just want to win it by as many points as possible. But that does end the episode though, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Club and Country, then please do leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.